Hey, good morning. This is Debbie, and I know so many of you are totally shocked right now. Coco's joining me right now. She's being the guard dog and patrolling the area, and I don't know, Henry somewhere. But anyway, I know you guys must be shocked to see me. It's been a wild, crazy couple of months. That we are today is July something, 17th, 18th, 19th. I don't know. It's somewhere in through there. And we are right now currently on the Outer Banks in North Carolina visiting 20 other of my family members, which are all descendants of my mom and dad, siblings, marriage partners, spouses, whatever. And yeah, there's 20 of us here. We are actually in our camper. They are at a house where they're all dividing up a bunch of big fees. We can't do the big fees, and we've got a camper that's not allowed there on the property, and a couple dogs that aren't allowed on the property. So we're like 8 miles away. We're visiting every day, and so I've been thinking I need to do this. So I was taking a minute. Dave had to go do a couple chores, and it's quiet here at the moment, except for if this one sees somebody walking by. And yeah, a lot's happened. I have been, like you knew, I was going to England. It was a fantastic time. And I did that for almost 3 weeks. And then while I was gone, Dave finalized the purchase of a camper. So we are currently now in our camper. It's 29 foot. It's called a Winnebago Access 25 ml is what we bought, and it's the roomiest thing we've lived in since the teardrop in 2011. Since we moved out of our apartment in 2011, it's been the biggest thing we've had to live in. I can show you. Oh, there's Henry. I can show you a little bit of it. Look at that. It looks like a house. I love all the windows. I love the room. It has a separate bedroom. They call it a walk around bed, but technically you can't get all the way around it. You still have to fight with the top fitted sheets on both corners. But it's a lot better than it has been, and very thankful. Dave for years has been wanting a pull behind so that we've got a separate truck to be able to visit people instead of having to take everything with us, take the whole motor home to go visit somebody. So he's really happy we got this, and then this was new. I didn't mean it to be, but that's what happened. And then we bought our truck, which is a 2013 or 2014. Oh, you can see part of it right there. It's a 2013 or 14 Chevy Silverado. So we needed something bigger to haul this. So anyway, this is really a kind of our maiden voyage. We left South Carolina when about a week ago. We left South Carolina and we stopped and visited my adopted aunt that's a year younger than I am. That my grandparents had adopted her as a war orphan from South Korea back in 1956. No, 59, somewhere in through there anyway. So my grandparents had adopted. I guess I had told you guys that story about the adopted kids. So yeah, so I stopped and visited with her for a few hours, and we have a very, very good friend, dear friend that I've known for like 30 years. That was my closest friend for quite a while, and we were able to stop and meet with her and her new husband in near Raleigh, Durham. The first stop was near Charlotte. The second one was near Raleigh, Durham. And now, yeah, we're at the Outer Banks. So I've been here with my family since Sunday, and we leave this Sunday morning, and we are stopping at a couple places along the way. And the first stop we have is it's called Harvest Host. For any of you traveling by RV, well, I don't know how new it is, but it's a group that you can join, and where we're going Sunday is called Shaw's Barbecue. So what you do is you pay like I think it was like $100 a year, but you get to go and stop like at these places that have signed up for you to stay there with your RV or pull behind or whatever. They've got parking spaces for you to be able to park, and then the deal is kind of that you spend some money there. So we're going to a barbecue place. So, well, we've got the option of either eating some barbecue that night and spend some money that way, or like if they've got a gift shop and they're selling like different kinds of barbecue sauce or something, it's the option to purchase something like that and then, give it away as Christmas presents or whatever. So anyway, that's kind of what we're doing. We leave here and we are taking a couple days to drive up, but then we're seeing our very good friends Gary and Paula. Really looking forward to that, up in Virginia Beach for a couple days. And then we are driving to Indiana because my friend Vicky is getting married, and of course you all know that's where David's from, so we'll be visiting friends and family while we're there. We've got lots of good friends there and family. We have got lots of good family too. Well, Dave does. I mean, well, they're my family now too, but yeah. So that's where we're kind of headed. I will try to do a better job, but I got to tell you, I am not so much carnivore right now. I am more carnivore and more, which is, I named it Carnivore and More because I'm sharing personal stories, but right now it's Carnivore and More because it's definitely switched to a little bit more low carb. We're still doing mostly meat, but I've added like low carb stuff like cabbage, green beans, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, broccoli, things that are low carb, because I got to be honest with you, we've been doing carnivore for over a year and I just find it hard to sustain it. And especially doing the lifestyle we do with visiting people. Like right now, my family's making meals every night, and I'm helping by cleaning up. I'm not making meals, but I'm cleaning up every night, so that's my way of contributing. But like the first night was butter chicken with rice, and the next night was tacos. Then the next night was, one night was pizza. One night, I shouldn't be, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking about all the stuff I've been eating and tempting people with stuff. But anyway, I haven't been eating a lot of it, but I'm definitely not doing carnivore right now. It is so hard to sustain when we're just camping by ourselves, we're doing meat. But the minute we're with other people, like somebody gave us last night the leftovers of some hamburgers and baked beans and potato salad. Well, we're on a budget. We've always kind of been on a budget. So, I'm not turning down free food. And we know that, what we have to do to drop some weight, or whatever, is to just, eat mostly carnivore. But it's highly unsustainable to me. I guess I'll put it that way. So, I guess it can all be looked at as a failure that I wasn't able to do it or we weren't able to do it. But we are mostly doing it. That we watched somebody, I can't remember what their names right now, but they introduce themselves and say, we eat mostly meat. So I guess that's how I feel at this point. We eat mostly meat. And I've started making my own mayonnaise, because I miss mayonnaise, so I like it, but I get not having the soybean oil, but I am using avocado oil in it. And yeah, so I mean, if you're all listening to me to be inspired to be carnivore, I'm sorry. I'm definitely not strict carnivore. Definitely not strict carnivore. But we're doing what we can with what we have, and I think we're both happy with that. Somebody had reached out, actually a friend of my sister's, and I don't know what her name is. I wish she would drop me a line, or I could ask my sister, but I guess I never got back on here and gave the results of the gallstones and stuff. So she asked my sister how I'm doing with the gallstones. Well, my sister doesn't watch me here, so she didn't really know what her friend was talking about. So my sister called me and said, my friend's wondering about your gallstones. So I guess maybe there's other people that are watching right now that are asking about the gallstones. When I went to go have them MRI or whatever I had to do with contrast, CAT scan, I don't know. I get confused with all that medical stuff. But whatever they do, I had to do a contrast, and then they imaged me. And the technician said that she sees, I think she said 3, maybe 5 gallstones. I told her I'm not having any symptoms. So she said, well, if you're not having any symptoms, they're not going to do anything anyway. Okay, so I drove an hour to find out I have 3 or 5 gallstones, and a follow-up in 3 days seems silly to me, because why am I going to go for a follow-up to hear they're not going to do anything right now? So I canceled the follow-up appointment. So yeah, I guess I have 3 or 5 gallstones, and I guess we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna sit in Columbia, South Carolina for the rest of my life waiting to see if I have an emergency gallstone attack. That's just not how we roll. So let's see. So that's where that is. I still have 3 or 5 gallstones, unless I've passed them. I don't know. Not having any symptoms, feeling good. I would feel better if I was totally carnivore right now, but with my family, it's just not feasible. With friends, I can kind of do it, but not totally feasible either. It's just too much of a social right now when we're visiting people. It's just too social. It's like trying to go to Thanksgiving dinner and figuring out how to do carnivore every day. I mean, it's too much. It's just too much. So anyway, we're doing really well. We are at a place called Oregon Inlet Campground. It is run by the National Park Service. I think it's considered a national seashore campground. We love it. We couldn't get electric though, so we are in a non-electric spot in 90-degree weather. So I have not been having the most restful nights ever. And we are parked here. We can run the generator till 10 o'clock at night, and then we have to turn it off. Uh-oh. It's okay, Coco. It's okay. Henry's just acting up. So it's hot here at night. We have a power bank that we plug into to keep the fans running. And but it's still hot. I woke up at one point during the night. Coco, hey, it's okay. It's okay. So it was 83 in here. I can't believe she just jumped over on my dinette. She's just like a toddler. She knows she's not supposed to be up there, and now she sees that I'm on the phone, so she thinks she's getting by with it. She's just like, Coco, hey, get down. Get down. No, you don't get up there. Sorry. Just like a toddler. So, yeah, anyway, so it's been hot. It was 83 degrees in here last night. You were just hoping for a breeze to come through the window. And the fan, I was very thankful for a power bank and a fan. So yeah, I've gone 14 minutes. I know I can't catch you guys up from the last 2 months in 14 minutes, but it's a start, and I'm going to try to start doing better. For those who still want to hear from me, I'll be here. I don't know why anybody would want to keep hearing from me, but I guess I'll go by if you guys still want to hear from me. And I finished my 90 days long ago, right, guys? I started like June. I did June to July, July to August, August to September, finished with the cruise. I did my 90 days that I promised. And I don't have a whole lot more to say. so I can do this when I can do this, and if you guys keep wanting to hear from me, I'll think of something to talk about. But I guess I'll go for now because she can be a crazy girl. Huh, Coco? You can be a crazy girl? Yeah? Huh? I really do love them both. Anyway, I've gone 15 minutes, so I'm going to end for now. And I'm sorry it's been so long. And yeah, if you still want to be hearing my 2 cents about anything, let me know. Talk to you later. Bye.